Good morning everyone, welcome to a new update of Crypto Michael. As we have had a new live stream yesterday and we are back with the live streams as well. I hope you are enjoying my daily updates on the markets. As we had the live stream yesterday with around 270 people watching. That was amazing. Thanks for the support and also thanks for all the likes and the new subscribers. As we are approaching 15,000 subscribers, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned of the latest updates. Before we are going to discuss what is likely going to happen next on the markets, I'll have to address a little change in our group we have. As you know, we've got our own group in which we provide educational content and which we provide tools for you to improve as a trader. We've adjusted the memberships to silver, gold and platinum. Silver is the cheapest one, in which we discuss beginners educational content, daily market insights, analysis from me, weekly newsletter, monthly recap and a monthly Q&A. This is the cheapest option, as you can see, and all the options have a 20% discount during November. Gold membership is the more expensive one, in which you can ask us questions every day with advanced educational content, weekly videos on fundamental and technical analysis, market analysis more in depth, also more in depth content about the market, so also macroeconomics, fundamental reports on coins, educational trade IDs, which are basically something like calls, but they are provided with more educational setups, so you can actually use them as a keystone for your own trades, and strategy updates so you can trade alongside me in the approach that I have through the markets. And then we've got platinum, in which you get private mentoring. So if you're interested in this, check out the description beneath or check out the first reply on YouTube. The site is bonsankagroup.com. Then Bitcoin, we see that we are still facing the 16,000 resistance zone and we are not continuing yet. So there is a likely case that we're going to copy paste the movements and the momentum that we've had previously. So what I'm trying to say is that we might have established a 16k high time frame resistance zone. So given that we have established this resistance zone, we might be able to get a range-bound construction like we have been doing previously. In that regard, it might be the case that there is 1 or 2 week sideways notion in which Bitcoin is going to move between 14.4, 14.7 towards 16k before a last corrective move occurs. So in that perspective, and then we check the lower time frames for a little bit, we might be seeing the scenario that I've penned out here. This was from the live stream, in which we consolidate for the coming week as well, take liquidity above the high, reject, drop into the range, reject the range high, and then we're going to test the opposite of the range, which is around 14.5k. But in general, during the period that Bitcoin consolidates here and probably not crashes too heavy, altcoins, and in that perspective I mean the smaller ones, could have a relief rally. So if we get towards swipe, I try to mention that we might be getting a period in which, I'll use the KuCoin chart for a second, in which we establish the support resistance of the 80 to a 90 cent zone, after which we get another impulse wave towards the next resistance zone during the coming weeks. And we might be getting that impulse wave towards the area between 150 and 185, after which we get another drop down and continuation of a test or a double bottom confirmation, after which the actual breakout will occur later in 2021. But a slight relief rally in which we make a lower high, test the range high of this accumulation range before we drop down again with the corrective move of Bitcoin and break out later on. We have seen this move occur as well on Chainlink previously. It's similar to the period we have here, in which bottom structure was made, rally upwards, breaks out, another test of support, and after that we started a new cycle. So in this case we see that Chainlink is also acting inside this resistance zone. It's acting inside this 13 to 14 bucks resistance zone through which it has been testing it a lot. If we do get a clear breaker and support resistance flip, I'm assuming that we're going to take continuation towards 16.50 to 17 bucks. If we do reverse here, first support zone is found around 10.40. That's what I'm targeting, but mainly I'm going to target the longs around $7.50. So in general, everything is on the edge of making a huge decision. Bitcoin dominance chart is also showing that we are at this point potentially in the area of topping out. It's still following the plan that we have described here, through which a reversal on the altcoins is most likely going to occur in December to January. As right now the Bitcoin pairs of altcoins have been showing some massive sell-offs, and that's usually going to see some slight relief rally before the full reversal starts to occur. Link, also the reason why I've not been entering any long yet. We have discussed Chainlink previously as it started to bounce up heavily, but you can see that it rejected at 13 bucks with a quite harsh candle. So the moment that it flips this level, I'm going to be heavily interested in Chainlink. But given the chart, I think the likelihood of a rising wedge is still heavily there. Ethereum BTC, still doing what it has to be doing. It held a crucial support zone here, through which making a higher low could establish a further slight move towards 0.31. Breaking 0.31 to 0.32, and I think we're going to see further continuation towards 0.4. But at this point, this is the first hurdle of resistance for any breakout you'd want to have. If we get this continuation towards this area, that's about 6-7%. Bitcoin might drop down a little bit to base out the USDT chart. Likelihood of coming back down for another confirmation, just like we have been doing in any of these scenarios, is very likely. And when we get in that zone, that's the period that you want to hop into those altcoins, as from there on they will be granting the profits that everybody is seeking. So within cycles, you've got smaller cycles, and that's what we're experiencing here. Small update, as I've got some other stuff to do today, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be back tomorrow with a new update.